company was established. At the beginning we were flying just to Europe, then to North America. Now we are flying to 5 continents. It's the United States, Europe, Africa, and now to the Far East. Can we see Europa? No, just 4, sorry. Yeah. To the Far East we started to fly just 2 years ago. We had few flights to Japan, but there were charter flights. Now we have a weekly flight to Beijing, to Hong Kong, Bombay, and maybe in the nearest future to Bangkok and Bombay, and in the nearest future to Hong Kong and maybe Seoul also. We have.
Okay, here we are getting a special tour of a 747-400. Most complex new American jet. Go up into first class.
Just be careful.
That elevator.
So a video screen for every seat, huh?
Yeah, this is the video.
Wow.
The first class and the business class, the chairs are different, so they have the video in front of them, but not on the back of the seat. They can move it. I'll show you.
It's very nice. Okay, here is the cockpit, 747-400. Hello, your name is?
Menachem, and yours?
Okay, Robert.
Well, so what you're seeing now is 747 glass cockpit, the break the glass.
Wow.
And now you do something. You are also pilot?
Yes.
Yes, everybody here is pilot.
Yes. Well, some are wives of pilots, but yes, we're pretty much all pilots.
It's the first time that you see a 747 cockpit.
Yes. Not a 400. No, I've seen a regular 747.
Yes.
This is sure different than the 200.
So you have here, concerning pilots, you have 4 screens dealing with primary flight displays, dealing with airspeed. You have the right strip is the altitude and vertical speed, an attitude indicator, and RDMI in the lower section. The ND provides us information about the route, and you can adjust it via 2 FMCs, flight management computers. In the middle section you can see 2 screens dealing with systems only. Okay, and you can see here engines, robotic wing engines. You can see electrical power on the lower section now. You can see fuel system. You can see pneumatic system. You can see hydraulic systems. You can see doors position and gears. Okay? A lot of information.
And the
And
status.
status page also gives you a lot of information. Also, you need pressure, hydraulic pressure.
Hydraulic. No hydraulic.
No hydraulic. Okay?
No
So
response.
you can see this is the autopilot panel. We have here several facilities to fly the airplane, which means the autopilots you can see over there are 3 of them, and they are, if they are faulted, we have 2 flight directors that can fly the airplane instead of the autopilot. And if the flight director fails, we have CDU, computer, which can do so. Okay, so there is no chance that the airplane cannot find the way.
If I take this one forward, will be Christmas tree or not?
No, it's a no.
Not yet.
It's the activation. With 2 engine running.
Now, if the display system fails, how is there an
It's
alternative
different.
way to view
I
the
will show you.
information?
Would you please, if the PFD fails, it's automatically shuttled to the navigation display. Okay? If the selectors above the screens are in normal position. Now, I can raise this one up here.
Right.
Okay? If
Right.
I want to see systems, but if I don't want to see system and the ND fails and I want to see the ND here below, I can do that by selecting the other switch so you can have it on the lower screen.
Right. Okay, but
Okay.
I mean, in the unlikely case all the screens failed, could
Look
you
out the
still
window.
somehow?
So you
there
have
the
here
gauges.
the alternate.
Right.
Okay, so you can see the attitude, speed, and altitude.
Those mechanical?
Yeah.
This is
This last
air driven? This is vacuum or is this electrical or
It's electric.
electrical?
Electrical.
Okay, so this is the airplane.
Wow. Very
Let's make room for somebody else, guys. What do I flip with my head?
Auto start.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That.
What else not? Takeoff power?
Not kidding. That's very close to it.
It's beautiful cockpit.
And we're back outside. What a huge aircraft. This is the LL operations.
כל שאני שומע זה לאקס, פאפה רוצה צ'ארלי אוסקר. אני מקבל את הפלייטלר, למצוא בלאקס, באמצע פאפה.
HF radio 8827 1793.
Which we are doing the following of about flights. Meaning, when the flight departing this place, Tel Aviv, to the States or either to Europe, we are boarding the flights. First, before the flight's operating, the crew, as you saw there, comes here, gets briefing, and then goes to the aircraft, and they are taking off. And later on, we are following the flight until the landing is performed. Now, we're getting this information about all the flights of El Al flights only, 72 hours before the scheduled time departure of the flight. Since then, we are dealing with the flight. For example, I can give you, if sometimes we have many passengers for the same aircraft, if we have 757, which can take only about 200 passengers, and we got some groups from any other company, we change the aircraft into 747, and we do it within the 72 hours before the departure. After the departure of the flight, we follow the flight, and we give information about the weather en route, and if there are any problem with the aircraft, meaning maintenance problem or any other problem, the pilot informed this center, and we are taking care with our other divisions, meaning if the problem is maintenance problem, we are dealing with this problem with the maintenance people. We invite them here, and they talk to the captain and trying to solve the problem. We have here a system which is contains all the details of the flight, meaning, can I use it? Yes. I just would like to give you a brief look about this system. This is, we created this system. It gives us all the operation of the flight, every other flight. For example, we have here two 747-400 series, which is the new aircraft we got before 2 months, and the other one we got it months ago. And this is the most advantage that we have on this flight. For example, if we use 747-200 series, we have some problem to take off from Tel Aviv because it's very hot here, and it has some problems with the takeoff here, performance problem. With this aircraft, 747-400, we have no problem. Usually, these two aircraft that we got lately can perform from Tel Aviv to the States, to JFK, Kennedy, something around 10 hours and 30 minutes, while the 747-200 doing it something around 11. We save here time and money and so on. Now, in El Al, we have today two 747-400 series, 5 747-107, which is PAX flights, passenger flights. We have 4 767, 6 757, and 3 747 freighter flights. Now, we can see all these aircraft at the same time on this machine. For example, I can give you here an example of one flight. On this chart, we can see the blue one, the blue ribbon here. It says the schedule of the flight. The green one gives us the operation of the flight relatively to the operation of the schedule. And when the aircraft lands in its destination, we got the yellow. It says to me that this aircraft landed safely in the destination and there are no problems. In case we have delay on the flight, we can see it here, and then we decide if to delay the other flight, the coming flight, because every aircraft do some flights after 2-hour ground time in Tel Aviv. For example, the aircraft departs to another destination. So we work here something about 24 hours a day. We have shifts here, including Shabbat. In Shabbat we have another problem. We don't fly in Shabbat because we are Jews. So this is a problem. We cannot land in Tel Aviv after Shabbat. This is Friday evening, this is Shabbat. In case we cannot land in Shabbat in Tel Aviv, it costs us a lot of money because we have to hold the passengers in hotels abroad, with the aircraft abroad, and it costs us a lot of money. But this is the rules, so we can't do anything about it. This is the government. We perform establish contact with all our aircraft within the region here or over the ocean, and we give the crews flying the aircraft the latest actual weather, the forecast weather, and they give us information about any weather which can affect the flights coming later on. So we can brief the crew which is departing from Tel Aviv after this flight, don't take this route, take another route, and we plan this one. There is another section here which calls dispatchers, flight dispatcher.
So that HF rig, got one set of awesome antennas here. The walk along the Roman gates.
Yeah, you. Well, you know,